welcome to this episode of Art and Food. Let's see who are our guests today. The first one is painter Toni D'Antoni. Was born in Palermo, but he lives in Cefalù, that is a very nice village in the western side of Sicily. There are a lot of very interesting sites, like the so-called Rocca, on top of which there is a castle. And in the town, in the center of the town, you can also admire many wonderful sites, buildings like the cathedral, that is in the so-called Arab Norman architecture, that is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Arab Norman architecture of the 12th century. You can find this kind of style only in Sicily. And Toni was inspired by this architecture, by the Arab Norman architecture. He developed a code of signs and figures that led him to create works in symbiosis with wood, sand, plaster, canvas and other poor materials. Toni is listed in the main catalogues of modern and contemporary art and magazines. The favorite food, Sicilian food of our Toni D'Antoni is the panino con le panelle, that you can enjoy above all in Palermo. Is a typical street food of Palermo. Panelle are chickpea flour. And Toni D'Antoni. Here we have Francesca Alferi, jewelry designer. She says transforming tradition into wearable art. Francesca was born in Santo Stefano di Quisquinia, that is a nice village surrounded by forests in the southern side of Sicily. And there is in Santo Stefano a very famous hermit of Santa Rosalia, because it was supposed that Saint Rosalia, the saint patron of Palermo, she lived in a cave close by. Francesca, her technique is the tatting lace. The pizzo chiacchierino is called in Sicily. Lace tatting is a craftsmanship that in Sicily has been handed down since 1800, and that today sees some skilled artists of the internet continue the tradition, like our Francesca. The pizzo chiacchierino is considered the most valuable among embroideries of aristocratic origin. The lace tatting, the pizzo chiacchierino, took place in the living rooms where the ladies chatted while working. The term chiacchierino means chat in Italian. The favorite food of our Francesca is the cannolo. Is the cannolo alla ricotta, with the ricotta, filled with the ricotta. The so famous Sicilian cannolo. Francesca Alferi. Silvana Surace painting, art is the other way of talking to oneself and others without uttering a word, she says. She is a self-taught artist of oil paintings and more. Let's see what the governance says about Eliana. The opinion of Eliana Calandra, our artistic director and madrina, godmother of traditions. She says, Eliana, the paintings of Silvana Surace have a characteristic that makes them unique and unmistakable. They should be enjoyed with all five senses. It is not simple visual art. We smell the scent of those oranges placed inside a colorful cart. We touch them in a sort of virtual three-dimensionality of the painting. In the canvases of Silvana Surace, natural landscapes, faces, architecture alternate on the basis of a common denominator, the brightness of the Sicilian land and its inhabitants. And her favorite food is cannolo alla ricotta too. And so, if you come to Sicily, enjoy the cannolo alla ricotta. Silvana Surace. Here we have Giuseppina Toscano, fusion of lava with glass. That's very interesting. Her art. Art for me is the energy flow that gives life and nourishes the soul and life in the universe. Her creative spirit and her nature as an alchemist has led her to a point to melt together glass, limestone and clay, giving birth to her craters, the name of her sculptures. In honor of Etna volcano, she is from Catania area, from a small town called Acibonaccorsi that is in the Etna area. So Giuseppina was strongly influenced by the volcano. This technique is unique in the world. They are wall necklaces, so you can furnish your house with these unique, one-of-a-kind sculptures. The favorite food of Giuseppina Toscano is the Parmigiana, so it's one of the typical Sicilian dishes. The Parmigiana, aubergines, fried aubergines, and with the tomato sauce and the mozzarella, basil. And you have to put all in the oven, and at the end, yes, here we have the Parmigiana, the favorite food of Giuseppina Toscano. Ok, goodbye everyone, ciao a tutti. Thank you for having me for this episode of Art and Food in Sicily. I am inside the sauna, and I believe that the sauna is an artistic place. It's a place that inspires me. And see you next time for the next episode of Art and Food in Bella Sicilia. Ciao a tutti.